Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to our class. What is wind? The fast air or blowing of wind from the cold regions to hot regions occur during the whole process. During this, what happens? Spinning of Earth on its own axis causes a spiral upward movement of air. Thus, the wind starts rotating faster and a cyclone is formed. Understood? Cyclone and wind are not different. Cyclone means strong wind rotating faster. This becomes cyclone. The moving air is called wind. How do we define wind? Moving air is called wind. The simple definition of it. Uneven heating on the earth is the main cause of wind movements. Winds carrying water vapor brings rain. Got it? Winds carrying water vapor. Listen it carefully. Brings rain. High speed winds and air pressure difference can cause cyclones. Where on the earth do we find air? We can state that air can be found everywhere on the earth except where there is water. Air is even located in the surface of the earth in the soil. Air is not only located on the earth, it is located even around the earth. What is that? My atmosphere. Understood? Air around the earth is called, in that air layer, what is it? Its simple form, atmosphere. Got it? Atmosphere. Lithosphere, hydrosphere, you'll have studied in classes, small classes in the second, third. Atmosphere. So air around the earth. Got it, dear? Next important topic which we'll learn today, all of the earth's oxygen does not come only from trees, isn't it? Rather than the atmospheric oxygen that we depend on as humans come predominantly from the ocean. Other than National Geographic, about 70% of the oxygen in the atmosphere comes from marine plants, from the plants which are in the water, in the oceans, and plant like organisms. Having said that, just like water, the air is very useful and it has a lot of applications. Air has lot of applications means air is very useful. Air is very necessary for our life, for our living, isn't it? They sustain life and growth, the combustion, burning of things. Air is there necessary. Maintaining the temperature, supplier of energy, photosynthesis, and air is mostly gas. The air in the Earth's atmosphere is made up of approximately 78% nitrogen and 21% oxygen. Air also has small amounts of lot of other gases too, such as carbon dioxide, neon, and hydrogen. Atmosphere has so many gases. Got it? Air takes up space. It's made up of atoms and molecules. Air is made up of gases including nitrogen, oxygen, water vapor, and other materials. These substances are what give air mass. Air exerts pressure, air has weight, air can be compressed, air is affected by the temperature. In this experiment, air pushing up from the underneath the paper is strong enough to overcome the weight of the water pushing down on the paper. Because of the air pressure pushing up the card will stay on the glass and the water will not spill out. Understood? See the water, the glass. Like an empty glass, when you're putting in a bucket of water, you can do it at home. What happens? Does the glass, the entire glass goes inside the water? No. The water pushes back the glass. Why? It has pressure, there is force. The water is trying to get up in the bottle from underneath, which means that air inside has nowhere to go. The air is in the glass. As water tries to push up into the bottle, it compresses the air, causing the air pressure to rise, which pushes back against the water. By the way, it isn't exactly true that water doesn't go inside the bottle. A little bit of water gets into the mouth, and the deeper you take the bottle, the more it goes inside. If you were to take it to the bottom of the swimming pool, for example, you have noticed the water started to creep up inside the bottle. Water is starting to go inside the bottle. That's because there's more water pressure deeper down, and that the pressure compresses the air more and more, making room for the water to get further and further inside. But as long as the air has no way to escape, understood, the glass is filled with air, it's still going to be there and will always take up some volume, some space. The bottle which you consider to be empty is full of air. Understood? What we are seeing, that bottle has nothing. It's no water, but there is air in it, and air occupies space. So when you submerge an empty bottle upside down in the tub of water, the air gets trapped into it as it has no space to the glass. It is air. We are not able to see it. Understood, children? But air is present there. That's why the glass is not able to go inside the bucket of water. Glass is coming up. Why? It has air. Does air exert pressure, children? Air not only has mass but exerts pressure as well. The particles of air push in all directions, and the force that is exerted is called air pressure. The weight of air above compresses the air particles near the surface of the earth, creating a higher density of particles. Applications of pressure in daily life. How do we do pressure? The area of the edge of the knife's blade is extremely small. The syringe which we use for blood test or for injection for children, isn't it? That syringe, it is a pressure. When air is sucked out of a drinking straw, the air pressure inside if decreases, and the atmospheric pressure outside the forces the liquid to go inside the straw. That is, it has pressure. When the bottle is heated, the air molecules inside start moving faster. Understood? These molecules now collide into the balloon with more energy, resulting in increased pressure. The increased pressure occurs when the balloon to expand. The balloons, what is in the balloon? Now you see when you fill up air, go on filling. There's a point when air you cannot fill the air doesn't go inside, isn't it? It will burst. Why? There's a lot of air inside it. When you little by little, if you open the mouth of the balloon, the air goes away. What is there in that? Air is present. Air has pressure. These are the few very small but important experiments which we can do every day in our home and understand the topic, isn't it? A lesson. A given mass of air takes up more space when it is hot. Understand? Air exerts pressure, and due to this pressure, we see the falling of leaves by wind, flying the kites in Sankranti, or now also everyone fly kites. How it is flying in the open sky in the atmosphere, your kites and all, children, by the air, pressure of air, of fluttering of flags, isn't it? Our Indian flag, any flags we we hang it on the terrace, isn't it? How does it move? With the help of air only. The wind, what happens? The leaves fall down from the tree with the pressure. On heating, gases expand the most. Because the molecules of gases are not bound to each other, the vibration of molecules increase when gases are heated. This increases the average distance between the molecules, resulting in their expansion. Now, how do you explain one by one small experiments? Give us a detailed explanation of this air. Take an empty injection bottle and one empty hands together so that they become warm. Carefully pick up the bottle and hold it with both your hands for some time together so that they become warm. Carefully pick the bottle and hold it in both your hands for some time so that the bottle also becomes warm. What happens to the water drop? How does it behave? So that the bottle also becomes warm, remove the pin of the refill and insert one of its ends of the cork in the cork of the injection bottle. Place a water drop on the upper end of the refill. Rub your hands together so that your hands together become warm. Carefully pick up the bottle and hold it in your both your hands for some time so that the bottle also becomes warm. Now, how do you know hot air is lighter than cold air? Hot air becomes because when you heat air or any other gas for that matter, it expands. When the air expands, it becomes less dense than the air around it. The less dense hot air then floats in more dense cold air, much like wood floats on the water. Because wood is less dense, wood is light in weight. Warm air is higher than cold air. Understood? When you boil something, it evaporates quickly because it is lighter. Isn't it? When you on the stuff, if you put water, immediately it becomes vapor because warm air is lighter in weight. It becomes water vapor. Whereas cold air, it's not so easy because the cold air contains some of the molecules of water, but warm air doesn't contain any water droplets or dust particles. So warm air is lighter than cold air. Understood, children? The three major factors affect barometric air pressure are temperature, altitude or elevation, moisture or water vapor. All of you understood the lesson?